Hi, this is about a block away from my house, up the street. That's a pretty nice little setup he's got there. All LEDs, white and blue. And the next house over, 2 trees, white lights. I have to walk slowly because the whole street is a bloody mess. Icy, slushy, watery uck. But we lucked out because up north from here they got as much as 50 centimeters of snow. That's 50 centimeters. Sorry, but you're going to have to calculate what that is in inches and feet. I think that's around 50 centimeters is like 2.5 feet, I think. A lot of people have been opting out for the LED lights because, well, basically it's almost all you can find nowadays. There's a guy with some candy canes in his yard. And a sparsely lit real evergreen tree. Okay, I'm going to shut her down and while I walk up the street some more to save battery time. I'll be back. Here's one other one. Nice little addition. He put a sleigh on his railing to add a little flavor to it. There's this one here beside them. And fairly dimly lit LED display. And it's kind of raining a bit, so I got to protect the camera. Just a set of lights around his doorway. A couple of real evergreen trees with a set of lights on them. That one and that one. Coming up to another one with LED lights. Okay, shutting her down again. A little bush that's been decorated. I'll give you a hint of what my house looks like. Ooh, come on, focus. We'll be there in a few minutes. I'm going to have a walk around the block because there's a pretty spectacular display I want to show you. Come on, focus. There you go. The spectacular display I was talking about is not this one. You may remember this guy from last year. Ooh. He's got some stuff out. That's because all the rain water getting into everything. I know my neighbor was having a problem with his setup. He kept on engaging the circuit breaker on him, but I fixed it for him. Okay, this guy has got a lot of stuff, but it's sort of like you throw everything you got out type of display. But I guess he enjoys it. There's a snow globe there, but it's not lit. Okay, shutting her down again. Now here's somebody who put some effort into it. You know, not only has he done the outside, he's done the inside of his windows, including one window. I wonder why he didn't do the other window. Maybe he ran out of lights. That's not too bad. That's not a bad display. There's one coming up that's, I think it takes the cake with all the others around my area this year. I'll be back. Okay, now here's somebody who's really gone a step above. A very nice setup. You see the arch there, they're all LEDs lights, and he's even gone to the trouble of going up on a ladder. Put stars on his wall, a wreath, he's got lights around the edge of his roof. Got a nice blow-up snowman. Yep. Now this one stands out above all the others in a 2-block radius of my house. So that's it for this street. I'll be going back to my street. Here's another fairly nice setup. Just at the top of the street from my house. I appreciate it when it shows when people have actually taken some time to put up stuff as opposed to just throwing a set of lights up on something. The difference shows. Okay, now that's about it till we get close to my house. Everybody else is dud. 3 houses away from my house. Now he did less this year. I don't know why. Maybe he's too busy. But he's the only guy I know that still has a working deer. We had one of these years ago, and the first thing that died on it was the motor that moved the head. Then all the lights went. I still have the frame. Here's the next house over. Got a Santa Claus. Coming up to the house next to mine. See those 4 little trees there? We gave them to them years ago. And I can see by the amount of lights that are out, it's slowly dying. And they got a penguin. And they got a snowman. Anybody recognize the snowman? Yeah, it's my snowman. The youngest daughter, Tanya, asked me if they could use it since I haven't used it in like, it'll be 4 years now, because it's just too much trouble to take care of. She asked me if she could use it. I said, okay, no problem. And she's actually been taking very good care of it. Whenever it snows, she cleans it off. And they had an electrical problem for a couple of days. that kept their circuit breakers kept on going on them, and I worked on their wiring and got it working for them again tonight, so I could take a video of it, because I couldn't take a video while it wasn't working. And here comes my house. You can see the tree in the window. Got the usual stuff up. Just different rearrangement. The candy canes this year on the railing instead of on the fence. And I moved the train to the fence this year. And I got a snowman. The 2 stars that I inherited from a neighbor who died. Well, actually she moved away and she knew we liked the stars, so she gave them to us, and she died a couple of years later. Bad mistake going to a nursing home. And that's about it. It's starting to rain and like heck. I hope my camera survives.